you guys? It's Carly. Sorry for the weird angle and lighting and all that. My tripod's broke, so I can't tilt or anything right now. But anyways, this is going to be not a pickup video. Oh my gosh. Sorry if there's a noise in the background. My dad is mowing the yard. So, this is going to be a pickup video. Not a pickup video. It's not going to be a pickup video. I'm sorry. See, I'm so used to saying that. This is going to be the games I played this school year. So that would be 2016 to 2017 school year. And my thoughts. So that's like from September to like May 18th. It's the games I played and beat. I'm only going to talk about the ones that I beat. I'm not going to talk about any that I play casually and haven't beat. These are just games that I beat completely. I'm going to try to go in order, but I've played a bunch of games, so they may be a little out of order, but I know what I started with for sure. The first game I started with, if I have the case, I'll show it. If I don't have the case, then I'll show gameplay because I played it on my computer. So the first game, I actually played on the Xbox 360, but I have it for the computer. But I don't have the case with me because my friends bought on it, is The Witcher 2, Assassin of Kings. I've played this game before, but I didn't finish it. Like, I tried it back in the day. I think I tried to do the tutorial and I hated the tutorial. It sucked because you can either choose to start with the tutorial or the game with the tutorial or start without it. And I chose to start with it back in the day, and then I hated it. So I chose to start this time without the tutorial, and I love the game. It's very good. Even the opening scene before it gets to the main menu is like epic. The Witcher is a great game. The Witcher 2 is a really good game. It's kind of open world, but it's kind of a mixture between open world and linear, because once you get to the world you're going to that's open, you can't go anywhere else. It's really good, and there's a lot of choices to make if you like BioWare or those kinds of games. There's a lot of choices. There's romance, action, lots of monsters to fight. I love the combat. It's great. The story was pretty good. It's definitely not as good as The Witcher 3, which I'll get to later, but in my opinion, it is a great game. I would give it an 8 out of 10, probably if I was like IGN or something. But overall, I love the game. I love Geralt. He's a good character. And I love The Witcher, like the whole idea of The Witcher. Just a really good game. If you like action RPGs or choices, to make choices, definitely pick it up during the Steam Summer Sale, which, oh my gosh, that's probably coming in June. I gotta start saving money. So, in the Steam Summer Sale, it usually goes for like $3, maybe even less now at this point. So if you see it, pick it up. It's a great game. After that, of course, I loved The Witcher 2 so much, I had to play The Witcher 3. Oh my gosh. The Witcher 3. Okay, first it was Skyrim. I love Skyrim. My dad's coming by the window right now with the lawnmower. There he goes. The Witcher 3, okay, for a long time it was Skyrim was my favorite game. Then it was Mass Effect. And now, I'm not even sure if it's Mass Effect. I think Mass Effect will always be my favorite, but The Witcher 3 is definitely my second favorite for sure, and Skyrim has been moved to 3. The Witcher 3 is an amazing game. Graphics on the PC are amazing. I played it on the PC. Even, I'm sure they're probably good on the PlayStation 4 too. I don't know how well it runs on the PlayStation 4. I can't speak from experience on that, but the graphics are great. The story is amazing. The characters are amazing. There's so much to do. It's open world. The combat is amazing. It's kind of like Batman, but with swords, sort of. What else? The mechanics, the layout, the menu, the quests. There's so much to do. The soundtrack is great. The Witcher 3, the Tavern song is my ringtone on my phone. What else? The story, the graphics, the gameplay. Everything about this game is great. I think my favorite scene, I'm not going to spoil too much, is there's a battle scene towards the end of the game that's really great. Epic. More romance, more choices to make. And I didn't know that The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 3 were based off books. I used to be a big reader back in the day, before I got into school and more into video games. I read a lot, and when I found out that these were books first, I was so excited and actually started reading them. If I had them with me, I'd show you. There's 5 of them, and the second Witcher game is based off short stories of The Witcher, and then the third movie is based off the novels, because there's like 2 books full of short stories, and the last 3 are novels, and the third movie is based on the novels. Well, I keep the tripod. And the second one's based off just short stories. The Witcher 3 is definitely my number 2 favorite game now. First is always the first 3 Mass Effects. I'm gonna include them all as one. And the second is definitely The Witcher 3. I played it probably 3 times, choosing different choices, seeing how that would affect the game. Loved it. So, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, because I have gameplay of that game. It's amazing. If you have not played it, play it. I'm sure you can get it for like $15 now for PlayStation 4 or something like that. So after that, it was kind of all a blur for me. After that, I was kind of worn out on RPGs because I played The Witcher 3 a bunch of times over again. I'm pretty sure after that I played Forza Horizon, a great racing game. The Forza games are really good. Great mechanics, although I hate real car mechanics. I know people are going to hate me for saying that. But I can't really drive very good on racing games when all the physics are on. So I had to turn most of that off. But it's a great game, open world racing game. Lots of cars, lots of upgrades you can make, customize it. Great races, and they have like races where you race planes and stuff. Really good game. Really great game, and easy for achievements too if you're into that kind of thing. I played it on the Xbox 360 too, but it was on Xbox Live for the Games with Gold, so I don't have the case or any gameplay to show you guys. So, the next game after that was, I know this one, I have this case. Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. Metal Jesus calls this a hidden gem. This is a very good game. I love the characters in it. It's a great story. The combat's pretty good. It's again like Batman kind of, but you got like this big long stick thing that works pretty good. And you had to help your companion get from place to place and throw around. It's got lots of platforming like Assassin's Creed, like climbing on stuff. Really good game. I don't have any gameplay. I need to get it Elgato. But very good. She puts this crown thing on him and it makes him a slave, and she basically says, you need to take me to my family or I'll blow you up with the crown on your head. So a really good game. You can probably find it for really cheap, and you should definitely play it. I guess I'll give ratings on the other games too. The Witcher 3 is definitely a 10 out of 10, and I'll give Forza Horizon a 9 out of 10 just because. And this one, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 on this one. It was good, pretty short, and I like it. Alright, after that, I played Pokemon Snap. I'm not even really sure if you can like beat this game, but I guess the way to beat it would be to find all the hidden Pokemon and unlocking all the levels, really. It's a good game. It's kind of like those rides you get on at like Disney World and Universal Studios where you shoot stuff with your gun, but instead of you shooting stuff with your gun, you're taking pictures of Pokemon. It's a really good game. There's lots of different like tools you use to make Pokemon do different stuff or evolve into their different forms, and the better the picture you take, the more points you get for your ride, I guess. It's really fun, especially if you like Pokemon and you're a fan of Pokemon. Definitely pick it up if you can. You can probably find it for around $10, but it's a good game. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. The next game I played is, and this I've already played this game before, way back in the day, and I played it again for nostalgia's sake, and that is The Sims. I really dig this game for the PlayStation 2 because they have like a story mode in it to where you do goals. Like you have certain goals that you have to do on the game, and it's different levels through the sim you make's life. So I really like this game. I played it again for nostalgia, and I enjoyed it just as much this time that I played it as I did when I was a little kid playing it. I say little kid, I was probably like 12 or 13. But definitely a good game. It's funny. And if you have PlayStation 2, play it. You'll probably find it for around $7. I'd still give this one a 7 out of 10 too. After that, I played another game for nostalgia, and that is Thrillville Off the Rails. Easy achievements, open world, you make your own theme park, really fun. You can build all kinds of roller coasters, like crazy roller coasters, like look at that. And lots of good mini games too. They have like shoot 'em ups and beat 'em ups, like robot beating people up. And they have a few like characters that they made especially for the series, like Bandito Chinchilla. Just like a really good game, and great to like you have to actually manage your profits and stuff like that. Really good game, and I would rate it an 8 out of 10. Next, we got. After that, I did another nostalgia trip. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. I originally had this for the PlayStation 2. I got it for the Xbox 360 this year, if you saw in a previous pickup video. Really good game, hard to find on the 360. There was an earlier title that was released for it. And just a really good game. Like, they don't make Tony Hawk games like this anymore. So, this game is basically you're like the skater dude. He comes to Hollywood and meets I don't want to say washed up because he's still good skater, and he kind of shows on the ropes and they have a big adventure. Really good game. If you like skateboard games, definitely check it out. This is actually a good Tony Hawk game, so if you find it for cheap, definitely pick it up because it's hard to find for cheap. Good game. I'll give it a 8 out of 10. Okay, the next game I played is Mass Effect Andromeda for the PlayStation 4. This is a pretty good game. It's not as good as the original 3, I will say that. But it's not a bad game either. I will say I know y'all probably seen videos already of the graphics of the people. They definitely need work. They could have even just took it from the original games and used that as like their engine or whatever. Because even the original game's facial expressions look better than the stuff that they had in this game. But other than that, the story it's okay. It's like you come to a new galaxy and you have to find new planets for the people you brought with you to live on. So that's kind of cool that you're like have no contact with Earth or anything. Like you're making another Earth pretty much. So I like that aspect of it. There's lots of exploration and the characters are pretty good. There's a couple of them that I really like, and the rest are just kind of bland to me. Like the Krogan in the game is really good, and the Asari in the game is really good. And there's also a Turian in the game that's okay too, but the rest of the characters are pretty bland. But there's romance, of course, like in any Mass Effect game. And it's pretty good. They are going to come out with a sequel. The way it ended was definitely like, oh yeah, there's definitely going to be a sequel. And I think if they took this and built upon it and improved the flaws in some of it, that the next one will be a really good game, because I enjoyed playing it. It did get kind of repetitive on some of the planet missions, but other than that, it's a good game. I would give it a 6 out of 10 before the update, like when you put it in your PlayStation 4, because they made an update that fixes a bunch of flaws. And after the update, I would give it a 7, because it still needs the story mode. The story isn't like just like earth-shattering amazing like the first 3 were. Next, I played Batman the Telltale game. This was free, or it might still be free, I don't know. The first episode was free on Xbox Live. I played it and I liked it a lot. I love the Telltale games. So I decided to pick up the rest of the episodes and play them. It's really good. The story is really like a good story. I will say it doesn't run very good on the Xbox 360, so I was able to kind of power through it. It's really laggy at times, but if you're gonna play it, get it for the PlayStation 4 or the PC, because it doesn't run great on the 360. But I'm looking forward to the next season or whatever of this, because it is a really good game. Catwoman's in it. Two-Face is in it. Who else? Arkham people, what they call the Children of Arkham, are in it. And it's a very good twists and turns in this game, and there is a cameo by somebody towards the end. I won't spoil it. It's really good. Good game. Check it out if you can find it on the cheap. Alright, the last game I played before the school year ended, because this was like 2 days before the school year ended, so it counts. It goes in this video. I finally complete this game. It took me a while. I finally got over my chickenness and fought through it, and that is BioShock. The first one. Would you kindly tell me why it took this long for me to play this game? This is a great game. The atmosphere is amazing. It's so like eerie feeling, dark, twisted, great game. I finally, after playing it for a while over, like for longer periods of time, I finally kind of got over the eeriness. But even still, I still jumped at jump scares, and like it's just a really good game. It messes with you sometimes, but it's great. It's an underwater world. The big daddies and the little sisters make this game epic. The way you had to like decide if you're gonna play good or bad and save the little sisters or harvest them are great. In this game, this one you don't play as the big daddy. I'm actually playing the second one right now, but it's not the school year, so I can't talk about that one yet. So, but this is a really good game. If you haven't played it yet, like me, come on, play it. It's so good. This one's definitely a 10 out of 10. Even the graphics are good on the 360 for this one. It runs really good. It's a great game. That's it. That's the games I played this school year, guys. I actually played a good bit of games. Most of these games I played towards the end of the school year. But I like them a lot. Or over Christmas break, some of these. But they're all great. I didn't play anything that I hated. So that's good. I think the game, I will say, the game that I liked the least, I guess, out of all of them was probably the Call of Duty, because I had already played it and I didn't realize that I'd already played it, so I kind of had to fight through that one and beat it just because I wanted to complete it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Peace. Happy gaming.